Want to change your life for the better? The habits that you have in your life play an important role on the success that you achieve in your life. In this video, I am going to share with you some of my tips that will help you change your habits so that the habits that you have in your life will propel you to the success that you want. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video that will help you to get the results that you want for your life and your business. I use this information that I'm going to share with you to change the habits that I have in place for my morning routine. And as a result, I'm more productive and I get more done in a day than I ever thought possible. So let's get into it. These are the biggest mistakes that I see people make when it comes to changing their habits. The first mistake is you try to change more than one habit at a time. If you want to be successful for the long term in incorporating your new habit into your life, then focus on one habit. Decide on the one habit that means the most to you, that will have the most impact on your results, and focus on that one habit before you move on to other habits and try to make changes to those habits in your life. One habit at a time will get you to your goal faster than if you try to change multiple habits at the same time. How would your life be different if you focused on just changing one habit and were successful in changing that habit? In the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what it would feel like and what it would mean to you to be able to change that one habit and have it be a long-term change. How would it impact your life? How would it impact your family? How would it impact your friends? Just overall, how would changing one habit for good, for the long term, have an impact on your life? Comment below and let me hear your thoughts. The next mistake I see people make is they focus on changing the behavior instead of changing the mindset behind the behavior. Everything starts in your mind. So if you're only focusing on changing a specific behavior, then you're going to end up going back to that same behavior over time. You might temporarily change the behavior, but as long as your mindset is still tied to the old behavior, that old behavior is going to keep coming back up over and over and over again. So if you want to change your habits for the long term, you need to start with changing your thoughts about that habit, and then your behavior will follow once your mindset is shifted and you've made a change on how you actually think and feel about that particular habit. The next mistake that I see people make when they're trying to change their habits for the long term and to better their lives is that they focus on the old habit instead of focusing on the new habit and thinking of a new habit that can replace the old habit in their lives. If you're just trying to eliminate an old habit, then it will start coming back up over and over again. But if you take the time to think about, well, what is the opposite to this habit? What would be a better version of this habit for me? What can I replace this habit with, this habit I'm trying to get rid of, to get a better result? So once you know the result that you want to achieve, you can focus on the new habit and focus only on what you want. So when you're thinking about your habit, think about the habit that you want to incorporate into your life, and don't spend any time thinking about the old habit. And what you'll find is the old habit that you want to get rid of will start to fade away. You'll start to do less of that habit, and you'll see the new habits start to become more and more present in your life. That's when you'll start to see your life change for the better. If you're struggling to change some habits that you know are not helpful for you to get to where you want to get in life and to achieve the results that you want to achieve, I encourage you to click the link in the description to book a chat with me, and let's have a call to talk about how I can help you to change the habits in your life and to start to see better results to help you get to the life and the goals that you want to achieve. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next video.